I forgot I switched the cameras around before the stream. Fucking Steven's there.
What's up?
What's up, guys? Hey, y'all. What's going on? Nice to see you guys. Oh man, I gotta fix the screen a bit though. What's going on? How was your week, everybody? Fuck. You guys already met Steven in the background, I guess. Oops. Oh, come on now. Here we are. What the fuck? That's hilarious, eh? Just fucking... Yeah, I switched around the Brio, the cameras, right before the stream, because this is like the 930, and that's the 4K camera. So the picture wasn't that good. I didn't like it. We couldn't barely even see us back there, so I changed it up. So what's going on, everybody? Let me get the music going. And as usual, guys, let me know in the chat how the audio levels are when I switch over to the other camera. Make sure you guys can hear us talking and the music isn't too loud. Let me know if I need to lower the music. Hey, yo, Jason, nice to see you, man. First time ever live guest type thing. We're gonna chill, have some beers, hence the name Cold Ones. And yeah, whatever, man. Okay, yeah, it's the hand. Hey, Jason Reynolds, what's up, buddy? How's the music? How's everything sounding? Can you hear us just fine? Okay, actually, you know what? No, it's not.
I was too late.
Yeah, I know. I can tell the
Right?
I know. Okay. Sounds good? Okay, so I just checked the audio a little bit, so alright. Actually, it sounds pretty good. Yeah, they can totally talk to us. Okay, so hey, we're live here. This is my buddy Stephen Bryson. Bryson, right? Of course. Fuck. I'm a fucking dumbass. I wanted to call him Stephen Breyer's Contracting.
Wrong company.
Yeah, next cadet. So that the company we shall not name, right?
Exactly.
All right, so
You
yeah.
can't slander or get charged.
You can't slander them or you get charged. Yeah, I know that's the problem. Yeah, you can't
That's what I really want.
slander. Yeah, you really want to. The hardest thing in the trades, like, is who you know, like how much you can trust people, right? Like it's about loyalty and friendship, like, but you need to be able to trust people a lot because you put a lot of risk into doing a contract for somebody, for example, and then like fucking praying you're gonna get paid for it, right?
Well, a business partnership is worse than a marriage. You know, you have money, you have a lot. Well, you all end up bringing marriage as well, but it's a trust factor. You know, when you're married, you tend to already have that trust, right? You build it. The partner is always who's more greedy than the other person, who takes what, who wants what, and how you can fuck the other person over.
Yeah. It's almost like that. That's what I've fucking been like. I've been talking a lot about that kind of shit, right? Like, the fucking industry's fucked. Like, it is a lot about bending people over and who can get away with what and shit. Like, it's I know Jason. You're a contractor, right? Like, you do private work. But I don't know. Are anyone else in the chat private contractors? I know Mountain Rain. If she's still here, she's a private contractor.
Everybody's there for the dollar.
Yeah. Oh, right. Like money.
I'm just trying to recreate an industry where people actually care about what they do and people actually are honest and trustworthy and just There's a big pie out there. All I want is a piece.
Right.
I don't want the whole pie. I just want a piece. If I can make money and have the customer make money and have the GC make money, then we all win.
Right.
But
I think that's a huge thing that's got to change. Like there needs to be more security, eh? Like fuck, like it seems like the best friend that you have in the industry is the one who fucks you the biggest.
Always.
Right? Like
always.
it's a fucked up situation. It's a fucked up industry.
They'll use your friendship against you. Well, can you help me out this time? Oh, do it for this.
Right?
Oh, can you do it for that? It's because they can make more and you can make less and they win.
Mm-hmm.
No one's there just to build a team, right? And work together and get it done. But you know, the more you work together, the more things get done properly. The more they get done on time. The more you know, the more helping you can be without getting fucked.
Right?
But again, everyone's greed. It's greed. It's how fast to do it, what corners can I cut, how can I make more money, and you know, nobody's just there for the joy of working anymore.
Yeah. Having an issue with the volume, I guess. You know what? Let's try it over here. Well, seeing that this is the first fucking time. I don't know. Let's see here.
You're gonna put me involved in this now.
Because I can project better, probably. But you're a little bit lower voice.
I'm a newbie, so I try to be quiet a little bit.
Well, now the fucking mic's right in front of your face.
Yeah, that's all right. I can hide over here.
Let's see here. If I move this back, and put that right fucking here, maybe that might help. All right, and I can also turn this up too. That could work. Yeah, because we had the microphone behind us for one, right? So that probably wasn't very good. But you should be able to hear us better now.
Let's hope.
Oh. Fucking fuck! I'm trying to monitor the audio from my phone. But yeah, so we had some mixed opinions about the audio there.
Mixed opinions.
Yeah, I did. Like
your opinion doesn't matter in a show. Like
my
this.
fucking opinion, no fucking way. Yeah, right.
They can't hear you. They can't hear you. Simple as that.
Fuck. So, what business are you in, man?
Metal buildings.
Metal buildings.
Yeah, we erect them. We do all the roof and wall exteriors, insulation, vapor barrier, subwalls. Start to finish, turnkey solutions. You name it, we do it all. We got an alliance of contractors we use to help us along the way for areas we're not specializing in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's a good industry. We love it, and just trying to build more of it.
Do you guys do like? Because I know when I was working with you there, you were doing a kind of everything, like the concrete and the walls, the cladding, and, you know. Do you do like you do pre-eng buildings to complete, or?
We can do a pre-eng turnkey solution from start to finish.
That's awesome.
We tend not to do the concrete ourselves at this point. As we're rebuilding a new name, it's a make or break type of industry.
Sure, yeah.
And but I do want to get into it again. You know, it's something that when you walk in and do everything yourself, it's good to do.
Yeah.
Except for obviously the plumbing, electrical, and drywall and stuff like that, but just the main frame itself and the foundation. But yeah, no, we tend to do everything. That job was more of a cluster.
Yeah, I know that one was. Yeah.
Oh, can you take down?
I know how special that one was. Trust me, but it was pretty good. Like it was a decent, you know, it was definitely a decent paycheck, right? Like it was consistent enough.
Still working there. I just got finished doing all their heater pipes out there today. I'm cutting out some.
Well, that's good. You're still working there then. That's
yeah.
good.
Well, they won't take the other company.
Good.
They had some new louvers and fans mounted in the walls. Had to start cutting those out and rebuilding those. And
nice. Fuck, this place, you've probably first 50 videos on my channel are from that place. Right? Like,
I don't know why you want to show that place.
No, but seriously though, like, fuck, man, we worked there for quite a while. It was like
6-7 months.
6 or 7 months, yeah. Holy shit, right? And then now the last fucking 50 videos I put out are from the last job I've been on. This is actually crazy. I'm usually kind of an in and out guy. Like I do box stores and shit. Like I it doesn't take us that long, right, to
Yeah.
do them, right? So these like long jobs, like they're definitely different.
Well, those are the ones you got to make sure you're bidding properly or giving a right
Yeah.
price.
Oh,
If it
for
takes
sure.
you too long, or if you're gonna bring in extra guys, that's money going out the door.
Yeah.
Now, if your profit's good enough, you're good to carry on. But if you could lose. You could. That's the hard thing with you're working for yourself. You got to make sure numbers are right.
Yeah, fuck, man. Like, that's the funny thing. Like, you remember our buddy whom we met through, right? To name no names, right?
Yep.
Funny story.
Yeah.
Like,
You're named Conky.
Conky, yeah, fuck, right? Oh man, we fucking bid a gas station with him, right? And it was specified cast in place piles, right?
Yeah.
And this company, DGI or whatever, or DSI or somebody, maybe I shouldn't name them, but whatever. They didn't do anything wrong anyway. It was this guy who was like, oh man, let's take that bid. It's so low, right? I'm like, okay, so they're bidding friction piles, okay? And he's like, oh wait, let's see if we can get away with it or whatever. $200,000 chance, okay? And he took it. And when we won the bid, I was like, oh crap! Now we gotta make up 200 grand somehow, right? So it was like, oh,
How do you make up $200,000?
well, you backpedal and you start asking for favors and you start like changing bids, like take different contractors based on the lowest price.
That's still a lot of money to cover.
Oh
Try
man,
and make back,
right?
10, 20 grand. Maybe a guy gives you a $5,000 break back and forth, but
yeah.
200 grand, that's a big chunk.
200 grand, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Fuck. I'd be closing my doors, buying a car, buying a fridge just to sleep in the box.
Hey Amelia, how are you, sweetheart? Sorry, that's my baby. And Adeline.
Oh, your family's on right now?
Yeah, Addie and Amelia. Oh yeah, they've been banned to just the chat. I guess they're not allowed on screen.
Oh, jeez. So
That's just a joke, by the way.
I gotta go upstairs and be like, hey.
Oh yeah, they all say hi. They're just not allowed down because we're smoking tonight. So, but Amos. So Amos, guy, what do you do again? Because I refreshed my memory because I have a short-term memory loss problem with all the weed I smoke.
I don't even smoke weed. I can't remember shit.
I know this. I think maybe you were doing a break or something.
Fuck, man.
But yeah, so that's, man, yeah, I feel like I know you got hit kind of bad recently, but I like the resiliency of getting back up on your feet and doing it again, you know, like.
Well, you kind of have to. 4.5 years of creating a named company, and the contacts and clientele and workers that you've brought in. You can't just turn back and go back to somebody else. You have to recreate your own. After 4.5 years, I had the clientele base so that I can keep going, and you just got to get back on your feet. You got to get out of that slump, and you can't pity yourself, and you can't mourn, and you just got to get up and do it. I love what I do, though. Right? I love what I do, so I can't see myself doing anything else.
Yeah, I agree. Like, you do need to love what you do, and when you do it right, and you like you were saying, like, you develop relationships with people who only want you to work for them and shit, right? And that's always good to have, especially when they got lots of money and a lot of projects, right?
Yep. Well, that's a good thing I have. I have the relationships, right? Building that company, I built myself a name. So when I go to call up other companies, even OML, I'll mention their name. Hopefully no one's watching OML.
Oh yeah. I like OML.
When you're on site and you meet guys, what's the first thing? Yeah. And then if you do good, first job they get, they're like, well, we want this guy. It's not the company they want. It's the guy who is on site, meeting with them, making sure everything's done properly, fixing problems without being asked, and showing them that they can do it.
Yeah, that's right.
What they want. That's what they want in a company. Someone that they can trust to do the job as well as they can and finish in a good timing. And I've done that myself. It's built myself a good name, and I don't need to have a company for 5 years to do that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, man, I fucking I just, it blows my mind. It really does. Like how money like fucking changes people. Like it fucking it just like people get so fucking greedy really quick. Like.
Well, people may say money can't make you happy, but it sure as hell does.
Yeah,
you're a lot happier when you have money than you don't
helps,
have money.
right?
But but it's how much, you know? Like I don't need $1 million to be happy. As long as I'm taking care of my family, my kids, my wife.
Yeah.
Can afford my rent, my truck, and go out for a vacation once in a while. I go home, see family. That's all I need in life. Maybe a nice dividend here or there is a blanket, but I don't need millions of dollars. And some people, once they start making money, they want more. And then when they start making more, they want more. Once you're at $1 million, $2 million, $3 million a year, you still want more.
Yeah.
And that's where greed, and you start being displacent and being rude to people and treating people differently and treating jobs differently, and all of a sudden you start cutting corners and scam people to make money, and then you're no longer that trustworthy guy anymore.
Oh, right. I knew that, Amos. I knew that. Yeah, Amos is a stay-at-home dad, basically, yeah.
What do you do again?
Yeah, well, he does DIY.
You work for yourself, right?
He does that DIY stuff. Like, he's actually, he's cool dude, man. He's got his shit together. But, yeah, so he's a chef and does this DIY projects and stuff like that. And
nice to be a chef. It's a good job.
Yeah, man, I know him. I worked in a lot of kitchens when I was younger. Fucking rights, man. Oh man, working for my dad in fucking kitchens, and then you know what's nice about working in a kitchen is like you can always, like, in the off season of construction or film and television, like it was in Toronto, which is weird, right? Like you would always be able to get a job in the kitchen cooking or something like that somewhere. Right?
You could have no experience in anything. You could be as green as green can get, and they'll still hire you. How hard is it to tell you to put flour on this and put the deep fryer for 7 minutes? Maybe you're not very fast, but you can do it.
Oh yeah.
It's not cooking's not a difficult thing. Most recipes are already made out for you.
Oh man.
Now if you're gonna be a high end chef,
so many different levels of cooking, right? Like you can work in a McDonald's, you can work in a fine dining Italian restaurant. Like there's so many different levels of skill, right? Like, and if you're really really good, then you know you can work in.
Well, if you like what you do, you'll get good.
Well, that's like construction too, right? When you're really really good at something, you know you can almost work anywhere doing it.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's the thing. You gotta like what you do, though. Like I was 16 years old, and I was one of the first managers in Canadian history to work to be a manager at McDonald's.
Oh, really?
That's 16. But I like cooking, right? If you like it, you succeed. You show. You prove yourself. You get promoted, no matter what you do.
16 years old. Yeah, that's really interesting.
Me and one other guy were the two that were ever promoted.
Fuck, man, my cousin worked for McDonald's, and like he had his whole education and everything paid for by McDonald's. Like,
well, they'll buy you if you're a manager. You get.
He still works for them.
Yeah, if you're a store manager, or just store manager, you get a car, you get free home down payment or something like that for a house.
It's insane.
It's
they take really good care of their executives, anyways, of their management, right? Like, yeah, that's a crazy company, right? It's just too bad, like their food sucks so bad.
Well, I might theory on that. I'm not going to mention it because it's a show that.
Oh yeah, no conspiracy.
Might have people on it.
No demonetizations, conspiracies. no conspiracies and no kids.
No. No, too many opinions on conspiracies. Even though mine's right.
Oh fuck, that's funny, man.
Kids, say no to drugs.
Yeah, say no to drugs is right. Like, but
it's just smoking a bowl.
The reason why I don't have a problem smoking weed on the channel though is because I used to take a lot of opiates, right?
It's legal.
It's legal, yeah, for one. But no, I want to help lower that stigma about it, right? Like I took a lot of opiates for pain, right? And fucking I think that cannabis is a really good alternative, you know.
Oh, it is.
And I'd like to just keep kind of like, hey, it's not so bad. Like, don't be paranoid about it. It's definitely much safer to use. And you don't have to smoke it. Like, you can fucking take drops, you can eat it, you can whatever, right?
Well, the sad thing is because weed's been legalized now, people are putting fentanyl in weed now.
What?
Yep. People are overdosing on weed from fentanyl.
You can't be serious.
Yeah, my sister's a probation officer in Calgary. There's been people hospitalized.
What? Really? In weed?
In weed. I don't know how they do it, but they have. They've. See, like, you know, even you're
buying this shit from.
I don't know, but the safest drug in the world was weed. You smoke it. No one's ever overdosed on weed. They may fall asleep for an hour and a half, but they get back up and they're hungry. Yeah. They're not. Nothing happens. But now people are finding a way to ruin that too.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder how the fuck they're doing that.
I couldn't tell you.
But I bet you that wouldn't happen like if you bought it from a dispensary or a reputable source.
Yeah, no, that's definitely. But it's just the privatized black market dealers, right?
Yeah.
So far, that's in Calgary.
Well, it's always the black market shit, right? Like
the black market stuff's cheaper and better right now.
Well, yeah, but there's very reputable.
Where do you go?
There's very reputable black market sources, though, right? Like, you know, you don't have to go to those shady guys. Like, there's 20. Like, there is
that guy downtown on Jasper Avenue.
Crazy. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't smoke though.
Nope.
Yeah.
You'll see me crawl on the ground in your video.
What
the hell is everybody doing? Everything just spins, and I can see the screen. It'll be straight, but everything else is spinning around in circles. I can't. I don't touch that stuff.
No way. Fuck, I know way.
Well, skunk weed in the old days, I used to laugh. I had no problem on it. Now it's crisscross string with this and that, chemical produced.
Yeah.
One hoot and I'm fucked.
That's too funny, man.
So I just don't touch it anymore.
No, fuck. Yeah, I fucking, it's crazy, you know, like, fuck, man, like, when I was 25, like, say, like, I could smash beers all night and fucking party and get up the next day, go to work and put a fucking 12-hour day in at the construction site and feel okay and do it all over again every day.
Geez, we used to get right messed up. We do some other stuff and alcohol.
Yeah.
5:30, you're like, shit, we gotta work at 6. Quick shower, buy some Gatorade, and you're in that truck heading to work, and hope to God you survive. But we used to have oxyacetylene tanks. You got the oxygen, take a big hoot, sobers you right up.
You're good to go, eh?
Yeah.
That's fucking funny, man. Yeah, I know. I can't do that anymore, man. I fucking, like, I want to pass out almost after 3 beers. I'm like, oh, I'm tired.
3 beers, you need 3 days to recover.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy. You're getting old. when a beer, right? You can't even have one beer, you know. You're screwed.
That's so funny, man.
Back in the day, I think I had my first hangover at 26. I never knew what it was, and I laughed at everybody. I'm like, I drink whatever I want. First hangover. Real quick.
Oh, fuck, that's funny, man.
20 years later, yeah, 3 beers all I can use to do. Probably have 6 tonight, but tomorrow's a weekend, so I'm good.
Yeah, oh man, I know. I'm going like 6 days a week. Fuck, like I've only taken 1 day off. Like I'll take maybe 2 days off a month right now. Just getting this job, eating it up as much as I can, and it's all piecework, right? So, but Amos, this is Jason and Amos. This is Steven Briers. Bryson. See, I did it. I fucking knew I was going to too. Fuck, man.
Everyone thought my last name was Briers due to the company.
Man. Yeah, see, like that's what happens when a stoner interviews you, right? Talks to you on the camera. This is so yeah. He is like he's a contractor. He does metal work, right?
Yes.
Yes, he's a metal guy. He does all the cladding and the Q deck and everything, right? Like.
Start to finish. We'll do the erection. We'll do the roof.
He'll do the erection.
We'll stand the steel. We'll insulate it, roof it, wall systems. You name it, we'll do it.
That's awesome. But yeah, no, that's cool, man. Pie or cake?
Pie or cake?
Pie or cake?
Is cheesecake a pie or is cheesecake a cake? Fuck. Because that's what I would choose, cheesecake.
What? Yeah, is cheesecake a pie or is cheesecake a cake? That's
maybe call it cheesecake, but it's not a cake.
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is a cheesecake a pie or is it a cake? Right? Oh, Christina.
My wife watching though.
Oh, really?
I thought you weren't drinking.
Oh shit, we're busted. Oh no. Christina Smallheart, thank you so much. That's awesome. Oh my god. Pie. It's a pie, he says.
See, it's a pie. I like pie the most. So.
I think it's a pie too. Thank you so much. How are you doing tonight, Christina? Good to see you. That's awesome. Yeah, I've finally monetized like live streams. Christina is awesome. She's a real. I don't want to say realtor, but a real estate agent. I think they're different. I don't want to mess it up, but she's awesome. She's got a YouTube channel, and it's really cool. It's a really cool channel. I'll have to show that to you after.
Yeah, please do. We have a really good realtor or real estate agent. One of the
Oh my God, it's my mom. My mom too. Oh man, we're busted by your wife and we're busted by my mom. No drinking, she says. Oh man,
that's the whole point of the show.
So yeah, the name of the show, Cold Ones. So Cold Ones meaning cold ones, right? We need some interns though. We need interns. Intern, give me beer now.
Oh yeah, jeez.
Intern, give me beer now.
Need an assistant.
Ben's not old enough to be an intern yet.
Well, sure he is. As long as he doesn't drink, he's good.
Yeah, right? That's funny. I wonder how old you have to be to legally be an intern. That's the question, right? Cheesecake is a pie. See, we got 2 votes for its pie. So then it's pie time.
Yeah, it's pie. You have cheesecake?
I don't have cheesecake. Oh shit, that's hilarious. Good to see you guys. Yeah, we're just chilling. I don't even know like the name of the show, Cold Ones. I can't keep it that because it actually belongs to another creator. I stole it. Like I just stole it. But out of a bit of respect, you know,
as long as they don't know, you're good.
If you search Cold Ones on YouTube, you'll find a really amazing talk show, and which is kind of inspiring this. But I definitely
change it to Cold Beer Kronies.
I need to change it to something else.
Cold beer Kronies.
So it's 2-1. Jason Reynolds, thank you very much, man. That's awesome for the donation, man. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. It's awesome. Yeah, so it's 2-0. It's 2-0, right? That's how they say it, right? 2-0.
2-0 for pie.
2-0 for pie. Yeah. So we could Google that. Google it. Somebody could Google that, right? And maybe Google knows the answer. I would like to see what they have to say.
I'm not.
Fuck man, that blows my mind though, because I think it would be like a pie cake. You know, like it would be both, like at the same time, right? Like it would be a pie cake, right? Because it's like
it's almost too small to be a cake.
Cake on the outside and pie on the inside. Or no, wait, pie on
we
the
have
outside,
that, you have
cake
that
on the
crumble,
inside, right?
That crumble crust, right? So that's the crust on the bottom is what gives me the pie. And then it's only yay big, right? So
yeah,
cake,
yeah.
It just seems too small to be a cake.
It's definitely a pie cake, right?
Yeah.
Like it has to be both. It's a hybrid.
It's like Dairy Queen ice cream cake. It's not an ice cream cake. It's ice cream.
It's ice cream. That is true. It is pretty much all ice cream, isn't it? Like
it's called a cake. It's just drawn out like a cake.
The ice cream cake. Yeah, it is almost all ice cream. Yep. There's no doubt about that. Man, oh man. So yeah, I know that we got quite a mix of people in the crowds, but there are a lot of people who are here who actually work for themselves.
Well, that's good.
A lot of people in the chat here work for themselves. Like I know my mom definitely does. I know Christina does. I know Jason does. Amos does. He runs his daddy daycare home, right? So it's a lot of people.
Hey,
who
stay-at-home father is the biggest.
Yeah.
show.
Oh
I'll
man,
tell you that right now.
I tell you, if you had to stay home and watch my kids, like my, I have a little army of kids here, but if you had to stay home and watch them, you'd go insane too. I know you would.
I have one 18-month-old. And I watch for an hour and I'm like, honey, your turn.
Honey, your turn. Yeah. Like, oh my goodness, right? Talking about pie, he says. But pie and cake is important. It should be its own food group, right?
It should be.
Like, everyone loves cake and everyone likes pie, right? Cheesecake is my favorite. I like cheesecake too, right?
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah,
not
man.
too sweet, not too dry, not too fruity.
Oh man, my nana used to make the best cheesecakes, and I think it was probably like it's just a simple recipe. She'd dump a can of something on it, but it was so damn good. It was like, yeah, it was really good.
Well, I promised my wife for 7 years now.
Oh,
to make my ABC cake. Which I brag about it all the time, but it tastes like a China White. It has a shot of Amaretto, a shot of Bailey's, and a shot of cacao in it. And you fold it in.
Now we're talking.
So it tastes like a China White, but it's
cake.
Oh, it's delicious. But I just get lazy because I don't know. Thanks to TV, I don't do anything anymore.
thanks to TV, YouTube, I'm done for.
I'm too lazy to do it, but maybe by our 10th year anniversary, I might make it for. Got 3 years to try.
Oh fuck yeah, that's so man. I do. I enjoy cooking a lot myself. Actually, I like cooking, but I'm so damn lazy. That's the thing about working in the trades and construction. Fuck, it's a tiring ass day. Like, you really need to fight through the evenings to get shit done, right?
Well, I think if we all had the ingredients and spices and food that a kitchen has in a real restaurant, we wouldn't have such a problem with it.
This is true, yeah.
When you come home and you're like, I'm gonna try and buy dry mustard ground. Who uses that in anything? You buy it, it's wasting money. You use a little dab for one fucking item. So we never use it. Then you're like, well, who wants to cook? Fuck, put some crab dinner on.
Crab dinner. Yeah, or some itchy band noodles or something in the microwave.
Oh, do you know the old? Never mind, I'm not gonna say it. I know the actual song to Itchy Band, but I'm not gonna say it because you had to sing it with an Asian accent. Like, I'm just not about to be racist on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, they're saying we should do a food channel, Kronies food channel, construction cronies. How to construct cake. We could do that. We could build cakes like that have like shape them like bulldozers and dump trucks and stuff.
Oh, we could.
That'd be fucking cool.
I think I might have to come join you on more
occasions here. An excavator shaped cake. That would be so cool if it was, you could do it. It doesn't even have to be the traditional color, right? It could be like purple or something, or like pink for girls, right? Like, that'd be cool, right? I'll think about that. A pink excavator cake, right? Could be like ice cream cake too, right?
No, that'd probably melt.
It would melt, yeah.
We can try though.
Rebar cake, yeah. Rebar. It's like rhubarb rebar. How about that? Rhubarb pie.
Rebar.
You're a tart, she says. That's Mom. Mom must be on Jacob's phone. That's my nephew's account, but that's my mom. That's hilarious, man. Yeah, I mean, fuck. I'm glad you were able to come by, man. That's fucking pretty cool. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. Doing it for live and hanging out is kind of funny, actually. It's kind of cool, but you can kind of goof around a bit. But in all seriousness, like, fuck, we're all working hard out there trying to make a buck, right? And it's a game, right? Like, everyone's playing the game, and fuck, you gotta be smart. Like, you gotta really be careful
watch
who you
yourself.
Trust. Like, almost you can't trust anyone. Like,
you can't. That's the problem.
Yeah.
People say eventually you gotta trust people to help you out, but you can't.
Right.
You always gotta have an eye on everything.
Yeah.
People always take advantage of your kindness. We take advantage of your work. Take advantage of your money, and you get to abuse it.
Yeah, Mom. This is my buddy Steven Bryson. Yeah. See, you seem like Steven. What? Bryson, yeah.
Keep saying their name too much. I might get slammed.
No, we're not. No, that is the name. We're not. We shall not be named. Yeah. Yeah. Like I was. I seen my mom and dad take a lot of risks when I was growing up, and with business, right? And Dad's made some moves, and I saw him do it, right? And me trying to do it, and I know it's been hard. Like, fucking, you gotta really be careful, and you don't want to overshoot nothing, right? Like, you need to figure out, you need to weigh, like, okay, how much money do I need, or what am I doing this for? Like, what's my end game? Like, you don't just go into a blind, right? Because if you do, you just end up in it forever at the same level, right?
But the number one thing is no risk, no reward.
Yeah, no risk, no reward.
Risk, greater reward. There's times you take that risk. You have to.
Yep.
But you make sure you're not stressing yourself out too thin. Make sure you're not overdoing yourself. Make sure you're not put yourself in a situation where you're gonna affect your family and your friends. Yeah. It's a tough gig sometimes, but I took the risk and things panned out good until recently, and now I'm gonna rebuild and just do things a bit different.
And you will, right? That's the thing. You just gotta fucking keep on. Yeah, if you have a dream, like, that's the whole thing. Like, life is fucking short, right? Like this could be over any second, any at a blink of an eye, this could all be over, right? Like, what the fuck do we know about anything, right? Like, this whole shit's all fucked up, right? So whatever you want to do, you gotta chase it, right? You gotta dream. You need to chase it, right? And don't be a puss. Just keep going, right? Keep your head down and fucking just keep getting back up, right? Making that cheesecake, making that pie, right? Oh man, that's fucking hilarious, man. I don't even know what. Good evening, Queen Roo. Oh yeah, right on. Do you do laundry? Yeah, I do laundry. I actually really like doing laundry sometimes, especially with the new laundry washer and dryer. Holy shit! I think there's music still a little bit. Do you do laundry?
I do
Coda. That's too funny.
My wife tried making me after I got mad at her for how I put my clothes away. And then now she says it's my own job to do. I just leave it until she does it.
So yeah, the answer is no. He doesn't do laundry. But no, you're always, you know, you're doing a lot of things. You've had some issues too there, right? Like, it hasn't been easy. Like, you know, kids, when you have children, it really changes things, right? Like, man, it's definitely put your world into a different fucking perspective, eh? Like,
well, I missed the first 9 months of my child's life. That's how hard it took to build a company and build the name, right? But
right?
You know, it was all for the better and all for the greater good until things went sideways. But you know, I'm gonna do it again, be a little smarter. My family's number one, and I'll keep them number one this time, and just make time for them.
So, what you went up north for that long, or is that what did you go up north to work?
Oh, for a week. We had a job up in.
Yeah, just the hours it takes to build a company and shit like that. It's a lot of work, a lot of hours in the office,
it's
right?
the time, right? You spend 10, 12 hours on site, and you go to the office for 6, and then you come home, you bid jobs. And you know, somehow for 3 months I was doing 21 hours a day of work and 3 hours sleep, and you get up and do it all over again. Yeah. And it destroyed me.
No fucking things. You know, that's a lot of work, man. Like, you need to have some downtime, right?
Well,
that's the problem, man. You need to build a team, right? You need to have people around you that you can trust and who share the same like vision, right?
Yep.
And that's the hardest thing in the world to find, right there. Right?
Well, unless you can find 20 employees that all want the greater good and want to do it because they love it. You're always gonna have people that are greedy, want more money, want to scam hours out of you, want to take longer breaks. Your estimators tell you they're did a job for 8 hours, so it took them 2. You know, you can do what you want. Everyone's always gonna screw you. Yeah. That's how you manage. It's how you manage how you get screwed. That's the difference.
Yeah, right.
Either way, you're getting screwed.
Yeah, right. Like, you need to know how to plan for it, and like, I got really. I can't drink either. Fuck, the last time I got screwed, man, I was so good at it. I saw it coming like a fucking mile away, and I in the end, like, I'm like, fuck, okay, this guy's gonna fucking rip me off. I knew it. And it, like, in the long run, I'm like, fucking, he paid so much more, and he didn't even know it. Like, he didn't even know it, because, like, fuck, I saw it coming, right? Fucking, well, it was hilarious.
I saw mine coming, but,
you
know, when you're a business partner, you gotta... Yeah, you gotta put that trust in that he's gonna be, you know, thinking the same thing you're thinking, and be there with you.
This guy already did it to me once, so I was like, if he did it to me again, I'd be looking pretty stupid. Right? So, yeah, it's funny, you know, like, it's not like you don't go back into business with these people sometimes. You just gotta come back in more guarded, right? Like,
sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's, you know, as big as we think the industry is, it's actually a pretty small industry.
Yeah, right, it is.
You can't burn bridges just due to the fact that you will come across them again at some point. Whether with a different company or a different place, you always will. Yeah, I can't read into your comments there, so if I don't make it sound like either, then just
no, they're just being mushy. My mom's talking about how I love everybody and stuff, and like, okay, that's true. But yeah, Amos is like, that's why I decided to be a stay-at-home dad, because time is so precious, right?
Oh, exactly.
And yeah, don't burn bridges. It is a small world. Like, it is a really small world, and that's like the thing, right? I mean, the world isn't that small, but the city is, right? Like, I mean, when you're doing business in a city of fucking, like, what, 1 million people, 2 million?
I think 1.8 or something.
2 million people, like, it's a small it's a small area, right? And there's not a lot around it, right? So you gotta be fucking like it is very. You gotta be careful here, right? Like, it's a smaller, tight knit.
Everybody knows everybody
right?
that way. And you deal with hundreds of clients and hundreds of contractors.
Yeah.
You tend to know people from other companies, right? So when you screw somebody over or you make a mistake, it's well known to everybody.
Yeah.
They tell their friends. They tell their friends. Next thing you know, you're blackballed. No one wants to hire you.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, that's right. And it's like that everywhere. And that's kind of like the cool thing about the internet too, right? Like I think it's like when you're like going into like the global economy in a sense, like it's pretty fucking wild. Like there's a lot of people in the world, but it's such a contrast to what we're used to here. Like when we're operating in a normal day-to-day business, right? Like, it's fucking so different. So different. Toronto was like that too, though. Like if you're working in the film business, for example, in Toronto, it's a little tiny cliquey group, you know, like.
Well, once you find good people, you tend to keep them, right?
Well, yeah, and there's 10 million people down there, right? And like everybody knew everybody in the industry almost, right? Like,
that's why a lot of people don't succeed because people already have who they want to use.
You have a meltdown and you're fucked, right? Like you're totally fucked, you know. And life is fucked up. Like you're not always gonna be perfect, and you're gonna fucking trip once in a while, and you know, like it's all in how you get back up, right?
Well, it's not even it's that too, but how you address the mistake you made and how you fix it. How
you
go about changing something or it's just one of those things, right?
A good book I read was called Extreme Ownership. Actually, it was pretty cool. It was written by this ex-U.S. Navy SEAL trainer, actually, and I want to say Jocko. So whatever, Jocko and somebody or anyways, it was awesome. Like just taking responsibility and like just owning up to, you know, and taking responsibility for a team too, right? Like if you're a leader, you need to be responsible for your team and take ownership to the mistakes and shit like that. It was fucking really, really, really cool. I actually listened to the audiobook like 3 times. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, it was just really cool.
Well, once I created my old company, I learned how to take ownership. Before that, I was one of the millions. You know, you pass the buck where you can, so you don't look bad. But in the end, in all honesty, when I had 15.
There's no real growth that way.
No, well, I had 15 employees at one point, and when people come to me and say they made a mistake, I actually, you know, give that guy greater appreciation. But you tend to applaud that guy more for having the balls come to you and say, "Hey, I fucked up." You know,
I fucked up.
Well, how are you gonna fix it?
Well, yeah, really well said, actually. Yeah.
It's the ones who hide and lie and push things apart. You know, those are the ones you look at and say,
"Fuck, man." Yeah, like,
you know, there's no real, and that just shows you're not very trustworthy.
Yeah, that's true. You know, like, you're right.
It's like your parents always said, "Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. You get less trouble."
Yeah.
Now we all know you get more trouble. Just no bullshit here.
But you gotta take your lumps.
You give yourself a better outlook when you start be honest.
Yeah.
And the outlook is all you have. All you have is who you are and how you show yourself to be.
Yeah, right. If you do something bad, you have to take the chance of being caught, right? Like, and if you get caught for doing something bad, you gotta do the time.
Yeah,
like
it's
just simple as that.
You fucked up. Everyone does.
Right? Yeah, everyone fucks up.
You don't realize that everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Yeah. Fucking and that's just the way it is. Like we're human, right? Is that Steffi? Oh, Steffi Reynolds, how's it going, girl? We have a singer in the house now.
A singer?
A singer, yeah.
Maybe she'll sing the Itchy Band tune for us.
Itchy Band tune. Well, doing a floss.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
Fuck, man. There's this boxer, Nikita Bobwe or whatever. He's called White Chocolate.
He's called White Chocolate.
Yeah, that's his nickname, White Chocolate. Nikita Bobwe or whatever. But he's got like 3 fights and won all by knockout. And he's a kid out of Brooklyn, New York or whatever. Fucking blonde haired kid. He does the floss. Right, he does the floss before his fight, or if he wins a fight or whatever, he just does it. Like he fucking, you know, and his buddies are like, "Don't do that shit," right? And he just can't help it. He's just fucking doing it.
Well, your name's White Chocolate,
right? White,
it tends to fit perfectly with the floss before your
Nikita.
Here's white chocolate.
Nikita White Chocolate Zimbabwe or whatever. Yeah, from he's from the Bronx in New York or Brooklyn. I think he's Bronx maybe. Can't remember. But yeah, some fucking shithole boxing club out in Brooklyn. Maybe he's a tough bastard, you know. It's fucking cool, you know. But this fucking really fucked up name. I don't know how the fuck do you get that name, the White Chocolate, you know, like because like I don't know.
It's Swedish sugar.
I don't even want to say any ideas without sounding racist. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's fucked up. I don't get
Maybe
it.
he's a mulatto.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks like an albino actually, but
okay, that doesn't work. Then.
No, I don't think so.
Trying to find it.
Don't come beat me up. I like this kid. He's a good boxer. I like to see him fight more. Don't come after me, Nikita Zimbabwe White Chocolate.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah. Well, we'll see what happens if he knocks some more people out, you know, and maybe the name won't sound so silly, I guess. But
well, it's only been 3 fights, so see what happens.
Yeah, that's what the sport's all about, right? Is about resiliency, you know, and when you're winning all the time by like first round, second round knockouts, you're not learning anything, you know. Resiliency, and learning more, like so. Yeah, the more you grind in a fight, the more you learn, right? So
I did La Jolla with my man.
Yeah.
Never knocked out, just played the whole entire round.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. I'm good. I'm really good, Steffi. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. How's everything in the Kawartha Lakes? Fuck, man. I've been doing good though. Fuck, it's been forever since we've seen each other. Like, fuck, it was.
Yeah, it's been.
I can't believe it. Like
over a year usually.
Really? Yeah. Like, I mean, I think because fuck, man, I think you just had your baby almost. So it's been a long time, eh?
Well, yeah, I think you was
like
born.
Your baby was like a few months
born
old.
When you were still there, yeah, a few months old.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I think I went to work for somebody else for a bit, and then I got this job.
It's good to hear you're still working, that's for sure.
Yeah, like fuck, I went to go work for a company actually after that, and like they were like, they had issues with me coming in at fucking 9 o'clock and you know working until like 6 or 7. You know, like I'm like fuck.
Yeah, well, most companies do.
I got a fucking kids, like yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like
we started at 7. I started at 9.
No, I started at fucking 9 o'clock. Sorry, I don't start. I start work at 9 in the morning, and I work till 6 or 7 o'clock. That's how what I do, right? Because I have to get the kids to school in the morning. Like Courtney can't fucking pack up all the kids to take one to school, right? Like I take Amelia to school and then go to work.
You gotta find that company that doesn't mind you starting late.
Yeah, well, the guys I'm with now,
as long as you get your hours.
The guys I'm working for now, they don't care, and it's all, like I'm doing all piecework, right? Like, and that's what I do. Like, they know, like, I fucking, you know, I got family things to do. You know, I get up early. I get up about 5 in the morning, and I do about 2.5 hours of studying every morning. You know, and then
studying.
Yeah, like. Oh yeah, every day. Like I get up, I do about 2.5 hours every morning. I'm learning stuff. Like I learn, right now I'm learning Cinema 4D, which is a software program for animations and shit. And before, like I learned Premiere Pro and all these Adobe softwares and shit. And but yeah, I like to learn stuff. And I got Skillshare, right? So if you guys want Skillshare, there's a link in the description for 2 months free of Skillshare. And you can just take courses, like just online courses that you can take, and it teaches you shit. Like, man, I've learned so much stuff. Like I've learned all these editing software. Like I learned all the Adobe software, Photoshop. I didn't know Photoshop, but I learned a lot more about it. And After Effects and Premiere Pro and fucking now Cinema 4D. It's Adobe Edition. It's crazy, dude.
You have to learn Adobe.
Fuck, man, it's insane.
Gotta learn more computer stuff.
Yeah, man. Just always fucking learning, always filling my brain full of shit. Like, it's crazy, man. I listened to fucking, like, what was it? Oh, God. I can't remember. Like 220 hours or whatever of audiobooks, like, fucking this year. 220 hours, I think it was.
Yeah, I haven't picked a book up in 20 years.
Right? It's fucking crazy, right? 220 hours fuck of Audible this year. That's nuts. Right? Always trying to get new ideas, right? And fucking stay fresh. Life is fucking short, man. It's fucking really, really short.
You gotta enjoy it, man.
And I love construction, but like I'm done with it though. Like I'm done. Like I want to be out of it. I want to get into back into video production full time, right? And I would do it, but my body's done. Like I fucking.
Well, you get me the GoPro, and I'll put it in my hard hat. I'll do a job, and I need a video for my website. So
yeah, my body's done with that shit. I'd rather get my workout in the gym, you know, fucking than at work every day. And I don't like the office shit. I don't enjoy it, you know?
See, I love the office. You get dressed in a suit, look all fancy.
Yeah, you know.
How often do you get a $2,000
I wore suits
suit,
before,
right?
believe it or not. I wore suits before, but, you know, and I like looking snazzy and shit, but, fuck, you know, I don't know. This is not me anymore. It's because it's all structured, like, you know, like I was saying, like, you gotta have the time to do that kind of shit. Like you got to be at the office at 7 in the morning, just like, you know, everywhere else, like 7:30. And
well, if you're the owner, like I was, well, now I am now again. You go when you want.
Yeah, I know.
Because really,
I'm at a meeting. I'm at a meeting.
Employees get mad at you. Like I signed your paycheck.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm at a meeting right now. You know.
That's what I ever do. I got to meet this morning. I'll be in around 10.
Yeah.
And go back to bed and wake up and go to the office. As long as my work's getting done, that's all that matters. As long as the guys are on site doing their job, that's all I need to do.
Yeah, it's a big fucking deal. Like, it's a lot of fucking pressure and a lot of stress that people, you know, they don't realize. Like, okay, let's start a business for, you know, let's be responsible for other people's lives who have families and shit like that, right? Like, it's a big deal. You know,
Well, it is. If you screw up, you're taking. You know, their life away from them.
Yeah, I work tomorrow too. Oh, that's funny, Mom.
I
Stephanie's
don't.
working. Yes, no.
No, to my kid first. First haircut tomorrow. And...
Oh man, yeah. Actually, that's funny because, Warner is going to his first dentist appointment tomorrow.
See, we have to take ours too. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, you should take your kid when he starts getting teeth. You take him to dentist." Our kid's 18 months. We're like, what?
Yeah.
You take him after his first teeth comes in? Like, so we gotta take him in. He has teeth checked.
That should be interesting, yeah, because he's a squirmy little bugger, like this kid. He wouldn't like to sit there for a long time.
Oh, that's mine. Mine doesn't. Unless it's a water tap and sitting on the countertop, he doesn't sit still. He runs. They call him, actually, the day home calls him Forrest. She just runs around nonstop.
Run.
Just runs. My kid just runs around.
That's fucking funny. Run, Forrest, run.
He finds more interest in paper towel roll than toys.
Oh, fuck, that's too funny, man.
Oh, the joy of kids. You want to feel old? Have a kid.
Yeah, that's true, you know. Like, that's really true.
I had 3 gray hair, man, and I got married and had a kid.
Hmm?
Now I have gray hair everywhere.
Gray fucking hairs, dude. I got grays in my beards and my, like, I what the hell, eh? Like, all of a sudden, yeah, like, you have kids, and the more you have, the more gray you get. Trust me, man. Like, you got the one, buddy. Like, just wait till if you have more.
Well, we're gonna try that.
The grays come quicker.
If the wife's back pain, we said no.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have just the one then, because
Unfortunately, but I got my one. That's all that matters to me. So.
Yeah. That's good, man. That's good, because.
You look like a pothead right now.
I look like a
the
pothead.
Backwards trucker hat, the glasses. Plus you're smoking weed. Sitting there just
smoking weed.
Welcome to my live show.
No such thing, man. Fuck, man, that's hilarious. Oh man, yeah, it's so nice. Everyone was able to join us tonight. Like Christina and Jason with the super chats. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. I love all you guys so much. Like, you guys have been awesome supporters. And Puff Pass, like, hey man,
I'm waiting for the lighter over here.
Since it's Friday and you ain't got shit to do, you ain't got no job.
Let's get high.
I'm gonna get you high.
No, that's never happened.
That's fucking funny, man. That's too funny. I gotta fucking love that shit.
I don't smoke weed, but I love that movie.
Yeah. And you also don't get no fucking job either.
I have a company, just no job. I'm trying. Anybody need a new building built? I'll build it for you.
Mm-hmm. Man, things will happen, I'm sure. The thing too, like, man, the seasons too are changing like fuck. I'm finding it like really different now. It's a little harder to actually procure work, and the numbers are really competitive now. Like it's a whole new ball game. Like you got to be really fucking smart, like, to get jobs, like you know, big jobs, like.
When Alberta had the major oil boom, everybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry's like, I got a truck and tools. I'll be my own contractor.
Yeah, right. Yeah, dude,
they ruined the industry, and now the oil dropped. Everybody, even big names, like you have like United Construction, you have Artie Group, all these companies on receivership.
Artie, really?
Artie's, they're out. They're done.
It's like fuck. They were trying to expand here in Edmonton and stuff like that. Eh? And
they did the police station.
I actually went to an interview with them for a project manager position. Actually, with them, eh?
Yeah, they were doing well, but the overhead was too high. Not enough work.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing. They're like, oh yeah, we want somebody to run the Edmonton office. Oh, okay, well that's cool, but they never opened it, right? And then fucking Flynn, holy fuck, they're just awful company, eh? Like they're a massive terrible company. They're a really evil company.
Well, they're the Canadian. They're the most enveloped company in Canada. They had their own Ford dealerships. They had their own bricks, their own insurance companies, their own everything.
Oh man, yeah, like. The shit that they get away with is insane. But when you're that fucking big, like, holy shit, right? Like, you're doing all the oil field stuff.
I can imagine. Well, Flynn's almost out. Yeah. Their union side had no work at all.
The union was so fucked, bro. I tried that for a bit, and I was on the Kiewit side, eh?
Well, the union, nobody
it was the worst experience of my life. It was absolutely horrible.
There's a lot of great workers in the union, but you know what? It's the guys who don't give a shit. Oh, we get paid about same amount per hour. Slow down, man. Slow down.
Yeah, right?
And all of a sudden you get bad reps. Somebody wants to pay $50 million for a $3 million job from guys who fuck around the whole time.
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah.
And then the guys who work their asses off and actually care about shit get fucked.
It was actually really, really insane. Like they, if you like worked hard, they give you a real hard time.
Yeah, I worked hard. So I spent more time taking shit off that was done wrong and redoing it. I got yelled at. Mm-hmm. We get paid, take it off, and redo it. I don't care. I don't want to do it twice.
Yeah, it was really
do it right the first time. Get it done. Do it right. Fucking walk away. Show the companies you can do it well. Get hired again. Get another job. Get more work.
Well, I don't know. Has there ever been another project at Kiewit like since? Like, is that mod yard even going?
They have another mod yard starting up. Don't know where it is. They do have another mod yard starting up.
Because that one project. And I think I think Flynn was the employer on that one, but yeah, it was through the union. It was fucking
It was the one in
awful.
It was the one in Sherwood Park. Yeah, that was
so bad. The guys were just
Lake
awful.
Project.
Yeah, it was really, really fucked up. Read your notes. Read whose notes? I eat my pot night. Oh, night, mom. Love you.
Your mom eats her pot?
Yeah, she has
edibles.
Yeah, she does edibles. Yeah, she actually has multiple sclerosis. My mom, right?
Oh, my sister has that too.
Mom is one tough cookie.
I'm actually creating a golf tournament this summer for multiple sclerosis.
You're doing a golf? Really?
Yeah.
So Steven's doing a golf tournament for multiple sclerosis this summer.
Yep.
So we'll get the details on that and we'll share it out.
And well, I know it'll be at Jaeger Ridge.
We'll
it's about $100 a person. That comes with your door prize.
We're gonna do that.
Your 18 rounds of golf, your dinner, and your golf cart for $100. And I'll have companies that sponsor each hole for shots or this or that or whatever it may be. But actually, my supplier from Westman Steel, his wife has MS as well.
Oh yeah, so that's a new supplier, Westman Steel, eh? They're actually, because I know like
the Balin company.
Balin company, yeah. So. We should do like some kind of. I want to get on the inside of some of these cool new suppliers. Like I'm calling them like micro suppliers, right? Like they're fucking really neat. Like Westman Steel, you know.
So I've been using Balin for 16 years, so being like you're using Westman has been nice.
I don't even think Rollform Group is even a thing now. Like You know?
Not very much. I think it's West Can. I think it's West Can from Vancouver. That supplies everybody.
Right.
Supplies everybody.
Fucking, and then ACM panels, you can even get those local now too.
Yep,
right?
modern cladding. Kieran, that's actually a good guy. He makes them local now. He was actually in charge of the metal division for Clark.
Man. Yeah, right. So did that dissolve too? That metal?
Yeah, they closed down. They created a new one that fell apart. We were actually in discussions with my old company to be a division for them. But they recreated the new one, and then that fell apart too.
Right.
So I don't know where they're at. I know the CEO of Clark got fired recently, a couple weeks ago, last month.
Really? This is the top dog?
Yeah.
So there's what's his name? Ron Egan and Gerald. What the fuck are their names? Are they still like who is the CEO? I wonder.
I knew his name when I heard it. I can't remember anymore.
They were bought by Turner. Were they not? Clark, right? But they still operated as Clark, but they're
that I'm
company,
not too sure.
Right?
I talked to another guy from another company about the CEO getting fired. He's like, I knew this 2 months ago because he knows everybody.
Yeah,
he knew. Right. Like I heard from the guy who worked there, and he's like, "Oh, I knew this months ago. That's gonna happen."
Fucking big fucking jobs. Like, I did a job with Clark downtown at 103 in Jasper. That fucking the Bay building where they turned it into the university building.
Yep.
Holy fuck, we dug the concrete right out of the middle. It was a Bay department store, right? And it was like fucking 900,000 square foot building, and we dug right through the middle of it and fucking to make a big, huge atrium in it, right? And fucking,
wow.
It was 300 tons of concrete. 300 tons we took out with a tower crane and fucking dump trucks and like crews jackhammering and fucking, it was insane. Like fucking pretty much around the clock for 90 days to get that all. It was
That's
nuts.
crazy.
Yeah, it was really nuts. Poured some massive concrete there too. It's crazy.
Oh, one thing that's worse than pouring concrete is trying to take it out. If I put it in, I ain't touching it. I ain't taking it out. It's there
right?
for life.
I know. Fucking trying to demolish concrete is a real pain in the ass. Like, you gotta use jackhammers and fucking sledgehammers.
It takes so long.
Grinders, because you gotta cut rebar and fucking. It's insane. Yeah, that's all fucked up. Like, you know, unless it's concrete built from the 60s, and then it's really easy, you know what I mean? Oh shit, yeah, I look like a fucking pothead. That's okay.
You can watch this video and you'll know who's supposed to be and who doesn't.
Who's the high one here? Is it me or is it him? Am I the high guy or is he the high guy? Fucking 2-to-1 pie, right? Like,
yeah.
2-to-1 pie.
2-to-1 pie-eyed, that's for
2-to-1 pie-eyed, yeah, 2 pie-eyed. Fucking cheesecake time, right? Fucking awesome, man. But no, that was awesome, guys. I'm gonna shut her down. I'm shutting the stream down. I thank you guys all for coming. The very first Cold Ones with my buddy Steven.
I think I'll come by. We'll have some more. We'll have some more serious discussions and
yeah, for sure, right?
Have some more questions to ask and whatnot.
Yeah. Like if you guys have any questions, like you can ask them now. That's cool. Okay, we can hang for a couple more minutes, but we're gonna shut the stream down. I don't know how long it's been. It's probably been at least an hour, right? Like at least an hour, right?
Oh, at least.
So,
it's 9:02, so
9:02. So yeah, that's fucking just been over an hour. That's good. So, yeah, man. Like unless anyone has anything to say, then we'll shut her down in a couple minutes. But thanks again for everyone for coming, man, and especially you, man, for coming and hanging out. And,
no, I was nervous at first, but actually it was
yeah, right, like
pretty lax.
Yeah, it is pretty chill, you know. Like fucking, it's yeah, like you get it's. I'm so fucking like that too. Like I was like, holy fuck, being on a camera like is so weird. You know, like I avoided it forever my whole life, and it took me to be like almost 40 years old to get in front of one. Like,
I think we should create the new Tim and Sid of construction.
Yeah, the new Tim and Sid.
Just bicker and argue all day about construction companies
fuck.
And bullshit and what they do, what they don't do, how they do it wrong, what they do right.
Yeah, right.
And who's improving and who's not, who's going downhill. I think that'd be the...
Fuck, that would be kind of good too, yeah.
I think that'd be an awesome show.
A series, a show like that would be pretty cool. That would be really cool. Because like it'd be like the Mike Holmes of commercial construction and shit, right?
Yeah.
Fucking not going in there, or like but doing it inspection wise, like, oh, these guys did this wrong and shit like that, going in and checking out, big companies and.
Well, I mean,
there's a lot of shady
shit.
shit
for that, but
yeah, like
you can talk about them, show them what tell them
we wear disguises though, right? Like we wear disguises,
I'll put the mustache on,
mustaches and sunglasses and hats and like fucking long coats.
I'd have to smoke weed for that, and I don't smoke weed.
They wouldn't know it was you, right? Like,
put a hat on.
Am I being punked right now? Right? Like, oh fuck. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming. I'm gonna shut her down. I'm sure we can have another beer before you go.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, right on. So because I'm out of beer, I gotta go get some beers. But again, thank you so much, Jason Reynolds and Christine Smallhorn, for the super chat donations. Love you guys so much. Mom, I love you very much. And Steffi, thanks for coming. Amos, man, buddy, it's always good to see you, man. And my buddy Jason Reynolds again. Everybody, have a good one.
Night.
Let me fucking see if I can screw this up again. And then, see, look at that, right? I got the 3 cameras too, eh?
Well, that's awesome.
Boom, boom. Anyways.